Hello, this is Mr. Hassel with another music theory lesson. Today we are on lesson 39 of Unit 10. Today we're going to talk about 16th notes. When you add a flag to the stem of a quarter note, it becomes an eighth note. When you add another flag to an eighth note, it becomes a 16th note. See the two flags there? In 4/4 time, 2 16th notes equal the duration of one eighth note. So it would take 2 16th notes to equal an eighth note. 4 16th notes would be equal to a quarter note. In 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 time, a 16th note is equal to 1/4 of a count. So that's why it takes 4 of them to equal one beat. And we will count those 1 enda, 2 enda, 3 enda, 4 enda. So let's count this rhythm together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 enda, 2, 3 enda, 4. 16th notes can be drawn with flags attached to the stem for 1 16th note. It would look like that with the stem up. See the two flags? And with the stem down, the flags still go to the right, whether it's up or down. So right here, I want you to draw me 4 16th notes, 4 with the stems up. 8 16th notes, 4 with the stems up, 4 with the stems down. Sixteenth notes can also be beamed together in pairs. So I want you to draw me here. Let's draw 2 with the stem up and 2 with the stem down. They can also be grouped in 4s. Here's this group with the 4 with the stem up, 4 with the stem down. Sixteenth notes can also be combined with eighth notes. So if you think of the word grasshopper on this rhythm, the word grasshopper has the same rhythm as this configuration. So you think grasshopper, 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 grasshopper. When you flip that around, the word wonderful matches this rhythm. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. All right, so I'm going to pat this. I'm going to hit my hand on the counter here, and let's say grasshopper or wonderful. 1, 2, ready, go. Grasshopper, 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 wonderful, 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 wonderful. Or if we're using the standard counting method, we would do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this one would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's how you would count that rhythm. All right, number 1. Add stems with flags or beams to make 16th notes as indicated. So in this first measure, they want flags. In the next measure, they want you to beam them together in 2 sets. Oh, sorry, I left the flag off here. We're drawing 16th notes. So these should all have 2 flags. This measure, we're beaming them together in pairs. This measure, they want flags again. And this one, they want 1 set of 4. Number 2, fill in the correct number, and what it is asking is how many 16th notes would it take to equal a quarter note? So we know that it would take 4 16th notes to equal a quarter note. How many 16th notes would it take to equal an eighth note? That answer is 2. How many 16th notes would be equal to a half note? That is 8. And how many 16th notes would it take to equal a whole note? And that would be 16. Number 3, write one note equal to the value of the notes preceding it. So this would get a half a count, this would get a half a count, so that would add up to a quarter note. This gets 1 count, and you remember each one of these gets a quarter of a count, so all 4 of those together would be 1 count. So 1 plus 1 is 2, which would equal a half note. On C, we have a half note plus 4/16 plus 4/16. So that would equal 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 counts, or a whole note. And then 4/16 notes adds up to 1. This gets 1, this gets 1. So that would be 3 counts. So that would be a dotted half note. Thank you for watching and learning about 16th notes. Have a great day.